a manifestation of patience of the Most High, my love for. I could care less about the rest. The pressure to provide for you has been positively immense. You being my never-changing source of motivation is something that needs addressing. Comforting is your colorful smile. Ndodane yoni nkosana. Ndlalifa yami. Phakade lami. Your existence resembles the birth of a revolutionary. Passing on my blessed characteristics as your gift is more than hereditary. It is extraordinary. This world is yours. Own your throne. Your succession will never depend on a person. What was hidden from the earth unveiled itself like a ghost.
Introducing the deep house space. My name is Euphonia. Imagine yourself lost in a world of passing bass lines, hypnotic melodies, and infectious grooves. Welcome to your haven for deep house delights. Let's embark on the sonic journey together.
Hello, this is NkazyZulu, the brown skin Aussie, the one and only, and you are tuned into the Deep House Space.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now listening to Booga the DJ, only on the Deep House Space. The Deep House Space, 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 Gentlemen, you are now listening to Booga the DJ, only on the Deep House Space. You're tuned into the Deep House Space.
weekly dose of deep house is here. Let's get lost in the music. Hashtag the deep house space. Hi, my name is Euphonia. Welcome to the Deep House Space. Take a journey with us as we delve into the underground sounds of Deep House. From soulful melodies to driving bass lines, we'll keep you moving all day long.
My name is NkazyZulu. The Deep House Space. Grace upon these platforms that expose the undiscovered. As we enter, we breathe fire from the other side. Conquer and divide. By our rules they will abide. House music is in control. Now turns the tide. In our house, we are one. Connected with the rhythm. My name is NkazyZulu. And you're tuned into the Deep House Space.
Mic check, mic check. Can I get some hundreds? If I'm loud and clear, Bugangizo. Guys, you can hear me also. Okay, I'm probably loud and clear. Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to the Deeper Space. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here. It's already 12, 13. Our DJ is always banging it with great music. Played a couple of songs already. Started off Tulapi and Fat K Lafette and DJ Fresh Believers. Then mashup bootleg by D General Found My Light. And then just before I grabbed the mic, he played Could Be You, My Love, which is coming out in the next 2 weeks. In the next 2 weeks or so. So thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for being here. All our guests are here. Starting off with Tyron SA, who's making first appearance on the Deeper Space. We go to NkazyZulu. We released a compilation, and then we'll end off today with Droid-10. Let's test the mic of NkazyZulu, even though she's a guest today. But she's playing both. Imagine that. NkazyZulu, mic check, mic check.
Hi, folks. Hi, Buga. Hi, Lloyd. I'd like to welcome everyone today to the Deep House Space. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. This is the place where we start Fridays usually with great music and great conversations. And I would like to welcome anyone who's new here today. If you're new, please stick around. It'll be a great one.
Absolutely. To stick around, it should be another great session of the Deep House Space. But DJ, mic check.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Nyazwakala, loud and clear. Ululu, 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 ululu. Welcome everyone. Hope everyone is good. Hope everyone is blessed. Welcome to it, man. It is another edition of the Deep House Space. You know how we always do it every Friday. We are the pre-party starter of everything. The pre-party starter of the weekend, of course. I know, Vandag it's gonna be a killer show. One of ours, yeah. She is here and she is a guest. I know. I'm ready. But ngihlabe ngeminye imibuzo namhlanje hey ngiyadlala. But hope everyone is good. Please do me a favor. Please share the space. Let others know ukuthi isukile. It is that time, of course, of the Deep House Space. And yeah, I suge the train mfana. Let's get it moving. Ukraine pinch up.
No, but I'm all good. I'm all good. Thanks for asking. Boy. DJ. To our first guest, Tyron SA on the bottom left. Please unmute your mic. Welcome to the Deep House Space.
Yo, what's up, the Deep House Space? Thank you for having me, man. I'm proud to be here, and I'd like to share my music with y'all and who I am.
I'm gonna shout out to Vanna. Thank you so much for making time for us. We actually got the plug from Ecstasy. On records, with you, we need to have the sky on the Deep House Space. Thank you so much for joining us and coming through. So as you've heard already, we play some music and then we talk. So we're gonna have a chat and then we play some of your songs. So just be aware, we are very cool people. Don't ask regarding your music and the song that we're gonna play. But before we go on and play, Tyron, please do share with everyone. There's probably people who do not know you at all. Please do tell us who Tyron SA is. This music thing, where does it come from? Yeah, please. Thank you.
Okay, Tyron SA is Tyron Mananyeto, 20-year-old producer from Bumalanga in Evander. This music thing started in, I'd say ever since I was born, bro. Like, I grew up with my older brothers who used to listen to a lot of different music, but mostly house music. So growing up, I was inspired by that. I fell in love. And then my brother, who's is Darcy, so he's the one who started with the production, and then he got me into it. And that was in 2022. I was in grade 11 when I started. And then, yeah, from there, I released my first single last year under Groove on Records, which is Angel. That is like almost on 100K streams right now. Thank you for everyone who's streaming and showing some love. And I just released a new EP today. And yeah, that's how we hear. I'd love y'all to hear it out and let me know what y'all think.
We're gonna play the songs. We're gonna play the songs indeed. We actually haven't had Starseed. Kazi, have you had Starseed before? We haven't, right?
No, we haven't.
Not yet. Starseed. But yeah, so the music thing runs in the family. Nah, shout out, Fana. Thank you so much for sharing that. Puga, are we ready for some music from Angel EP? From the Angel EP by Tyron, which released today. There's 4 songs. So I don't know, Puga, which 3 are you gonna choose? So Puga's gonna choose 3, and then play all 3, and have chats in between, as I've mentioned. So shout out to Tyron for being a guest for the first time in the Deeper Space. And shout out to each and everyone here. Thank you for joining us. Stick around. I'm not sure how long we're going to be doing this as always, but probably until 3 or so. And so there's a lot of music and great conversations. Boga. Yes, man.
Since it's Tyron's first appearance, I think let's give it to him, yabo. Let's give it to him. Tyron, how are you, brother?
I'm good. How are you, bro?
I'm blessed, Njam. Which song would you like us to open with?
I'd say I'm gonna start off with a banger that introduced me to the people. So, Angel is the first song.
In Q is like we knew fan. I know, Azij.
Hi, my name is Euphonia. Welcome to the Deep House Space. Take a journey with us as you delve into the underground sound of Deep House. From soulful melodies to driving bass lines, we'll keep you moving all day long.
I know that you're wondering. Hi, this is Floyd of Fly Like Jeans, and this is Menu of Fly Like Jeans. You are now listening to the Deep House Space.
Hi, this is NkazyZulu the Force. You are currently tuned into the Deep House Space. Please do share the space, invite others, and get ready for amazing music and great conversations.
Yes, thank you for joining us on the Deep House Space. That is Tyron SA Angel, which is track number 1 on his EP, Angel EP. Came out today. But technically, Tyron, technically, this is your second release, right?
Yeah.
Because of the song Angel actually came out in a compilation by Ecstasy, right?
That's right.
So how does it feel, man? How does it feel? How does the release feel today? I mean, today is your release day. How does it feel? How's your day been so far?
It feels really good, man. I've been getting a lot of positive feedback, and it's a relief also because the people have been wanting the music. You know, I only gave them one song, and they've been wanting to hear more from me. So I've been getting really positive feedback from the people. Feels really good.
Shout out. All right, shout out. NkazyZulu, are you liking Angel? You've heard it before, I guess.
Definitely. It makes sense to me why it has so many streams, like he's already mentioned. And as you know, I am a very big fan of young producers because they are innovative and I think they see things very differently from the rest of us. And you can kind of hear that in his music, and it's very refreshing.
Appreciate it. All right, shout out to that. Shout out to that. What did you
Ululu, ululu. We're still here. We're still here. Extra Tyron, Shafiri.
Hola, Fede.
Munati. King, let's talk about the song. Angel. You said it gave you the spotlight and it opened doors, Mfana. Can you tell us more about it? How did it come about, Mfana? Were you in studio thinking, were you praising? What was happening?
Hey, this song, man. I'm not gonna come up with a story, a side story or anything. I'm just me, man, when I work, I I work with what I'm listening to at the moment. You see, I get inspiration from the music I'm listening to at the moment. So I was listening to a lot of like old school music, as in like soul and gospel. So I came across Drake's song. I don't know how I came across Drake's song, which is Angel. He sampled Higher by the Clock Sisters. That's the original song. So I got an idea to turn that into a house version. And then, yeah, that's what happened, man.
Beautiful. And I've noticed lately that if I could call it gospel house, it's on the rise. Like it's coming in, surely but slowly. Like it is coming in, you know. And you have hopped on the wagon so far, Mfana. How have the people have received the song? How has it been doing for you? The numbers and everything.
They loving it, man. They're loving it a lot because there are people who don't really listen to house music. They listen to gospel instead. So putting that together is like bringing different ears to the music, you know, and it's more relative too, you know. It's gospel is like it's gospel, and then house has this groovy beat of it, so it makes it like it makes it keeps it moving. You get me?
All right, beautiful, Njaka. And last question, man. Production. I heard Mfana, you said yeah, on Ale 20 Jaka. So when did you start this production? And you did also mention that you got inspired by your brother again. Liteng, how did it come about for you to end up doing production, man? Besides learning from your brother, of course, was it the love that you seeing him in studio, or what was happening?
Yeah, it was definitely that. Also, like I've been a fan of music like from back then. Growing up, I used to love music a lot. I used to like imagine make songs in my head and like wished if they could come true, you know. So finding out that that actually could happen, and then my brother also seeing him in studio, I was inspired by that. And then I asked him like, "What's up? What's going on here? You actually making that song, you know?" And then yeah, that's how it started.
Ah, beautiful, Mfana. I'm sure, Mfana, there at school you were busy banging the tables, ne? Doing a beat there by the tables. So sharp at that phone, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I was the king of the drums.
I know. Thank you very much, Injaka. Let's take a breather and take it back to the good music, and then we'll come back with more questions. Yeah.
Yeah, 100, brother.
Ololo Vox.
Shout out, man. Shout out to Tyron. Speaking so well, Mfanas. Speaking so well. It's like you've been doing interviews for the longest time. Shout out, brother.
Thank you,
Next
bro.
song.
Next song I queued up praise. I don't know if Tyron will agree with me. Tyron, next song.
Yeah, praise, yeah, praise for sure.
Ololo, praise it is. Ololo.
Hi, this is NkazyZulu The Force. You are currently tuned into the Deep House space. Please do share the space, invite others, and get ready for amazing music and great conversations.
The deep house space.
It's time to say goodbye tonight. We have ourselves a time before we go. So everything is not what it seems. There's a stronger force behind the scenes. It's in our lives every day. In him is where my strength lies. I raise my eyes beyond the sky. Only he can save my life, and only he can hear my cry. I wanna thank you, God, for giving me one more chance to raise my voice and sing your This song is my prayer. I give to only you. I know you can't have to the gift from you. You say you gave us your love. You gave us your son. Jesus. Sometimes it's very hard to see. We live this old life every day. Things don't go away. But to be without is not his will. It's cattle on 1,000 hills, and it's all yours to claim. Just claiming his holy name. See, you don't have to beg or crawl. He sees you standing proud and tall. He'll give you everlasting life. I give to only you. I wanna thank you, God, for giving me one more chance to raise my voice and sing your praise.
Hi, this is Sabrina Child, and you're listening to the Deep House Space. For the love of Deep House. For the love of Deep House.
For the love of Deep House, you tuned into the Deep House Space. Thank you so much for joining us. We're with our first guest for today, Tyron SA. We have Prince requesting the mic. Maybe he has something to say about Tyron SA and his music. The song just played now, Tyron has Rosetta Deep on it, as well as his brother, Starseed, as he mentioned. Let's try to Prince. Prince, please unmute your mic or come to the deeper space. Try that again. Prince, mic check, mic check. Okay, maybe when Prince is ready to talk to us, he will talk to us. Yeah, he will talk to us. But Siren, the collabo, I mean, with your brother and Rosetta, uh, how did it happen? Rosetta is quite a fine DJ, and she's got a couple of songs of her own. The collab actually happened.
The collab on the EP, I didn't want it. I didn't wanna. Did not want the EP to just be me. I wanted to like at least one of the songs have my brother sound on it, you know. So I gave him the song. He worked on it, edited his elements, and then with Rosetta, um, okay, she played Angel, right? She played Angel, and then she gave me. I got an idea that she's into like deep soulful sound. See, so that's when I gave it to her. She did her thing, gave it back, and then yeah, that's how the collab happened.
Thank you for sharing that, brother. Thank you so much for sharing that. NkazyZulu, as a compiler yourself, how's the sounds from Tyrion so far?
No, it's sounding proper. I kind of already have listed him for some other compilation. You know, I've got so many of them in my mind. So, yeah, it would be beautiful to work with him. Tyron, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you, ma'am?
I'm good, thank you. I see Uguti, you're open to collaborations. Do you have anyone else that you dream of collaborating with?
Hey, there's quite a lot. Hey, there's quite a lot. But to name a few, I'd say the likes of Mr. Shane. You know, the hardest right now. Not the hardest, but like he's really moving good. Deep Essentials. Just to name a few, there's a lot. Hey, Fato 98. There's a lot. There's a lot. I really enjoy their music. You know.
Yeah, no, thank you so much.
NkazyZulu. NkazyZulu is up next, by the way. She has a compilation out. Gonna play some of the songs from the compilation. What did you?
Ululu, I know. Let's take it to the next song. Let's take it to the next song, and then we'll come back with more. Tyron, last song.
Last song, I'd say let's give it to I Wonder.
I Wonder it is on cue. Ululu, enjoy.
The deep house space, 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 space.
What's up, beautiful people? This is C Moody, and you're at the place to be with the Deep House Space.
good, music lovers? This is Chiba Music, and you are tuned into the Deep House Space.
Yes, you're tuning into the Deep House Space. Thank you so much for joining us. Our first guest, Tyron SA, is on the mic. I just played I Wonder from his EP titled Angel, released under Groove on. Tyron, wish you all the best, man. What's the plan, Tyron? This is your first EP, but what's the plan?
Thank you, bro. Thank you. The plan is I won't lie, I don't really have a plan, but I just wanna make a lot of music, man. I want the people to know me, enjoy my music, and then I don't know, I'll see what the future has for me. I just wanna make a lot of music for the people.
Please have a plan. Please have a plan so that you don't get lost.
I won't.
You know, so that you don't fall through the cracks. So please have a plan. NkazyZulu, last remarks for Tyron.
Tyron, thank you so much for coming through and spending time with us and sharing your beautiful music with us. Before you go, please let us know where people can find you, just in case they want to work with you or yeah.
The people can find me on all social media platforms, Tyron SA everywhere. Yeah,
No, thank you so much for being here.
thank you for having me.
Let's give the mic to Tejo. Smiley T has just requested the mic. Tejo, please unmute the mic. Try that again. Tejo, Smiley T. Mic check. Next. Okay, no jive. Buga, last remarks for Tyron SA.
Nothing much, man, but just say, wish him all the best, man, in this music industry, and we hope to see him once again, man. Yeah, we hope to see him again. The door of the deep house space is always open, Fana, and Fana, do what you're doing best. So far, Fana, you're killing it, and yeah, continue this rise of the gospel house, Fana. It's blowing, Fana, it's blowing, and yeah, you're killing it, Jaka. Thank you very much for your presence, ne?
Thank you so much, bro. I had a great time being here, sharing my mind with y'all, and for y'all hearing me out. Thank you.
Ulu.
Now, Tyron, thank you so much for giving us your time. Any last remarks from your end? Is there anything else maybe that's coming up or anything else just from my end that you'd like to share with everyone on the Deeper Space?
At the moment, I'm just gonna push the EP, and then later on, as time goes by, collaborate with more artists, combine our sounds, make beautiful music.
No, we'll be waiting, bro. Let us know again when you release something.
Yeah, definitely.
That is Tyron SA. Tyron, if you want to stick around, you're more than welcome to, man. But thank you so much for your time and giving us your presence on the Deeper Space.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Thank you for having me.
And that is Tyron SA joining us for the first time on the Deeper Space. Check out the EP titled Angel. It's 4 songs. He played 3. Support this young man starting off his career, and hopefully it blossoms and becomes one of the best. Now, next up, none other than NkazyZulu. NkazyZulu released a compilation today titled Conquering the Darkness. Conquering the Darkness. Maybe that's why it's always NkazyZulu Boas Black and White. NkazyZulu, could you please welcome yourself to the Diva Space as a compiler? And let us know how it's about compiling this compilation, which you released on House Records. There's 12 songs on this thing. It's a lot of music. So yes, please reintroduce yourself, NkazyZulu, to the deeper space. Thank you.
This is very strange. It's like when we were growing up and your parents would be like, come dance for the visitors. That's what I feel like I'm doing. But so I am Gazmuro Qoqegile Zulu, also known as NkazyZulu the Force. I started my journey in 2022 as a content creator, a house music content creator. And then that gave birth to curation. And here we are. I'm now compiling. I started listening to Deep House, should have been in 2008. I was introduced by my brother. And the first people he introduced me to were Revolution. And I was like, this is so interesting. And I feel like I've been hooked ever since. My foundation is definitely jazz. I'm a jazz girl. I think by the time I was 7, 8, I was already listening to jazz. And I think the adults who were around me at the time were like, this child is strange. What type of a child listens to such music at such an age? But yeah, that is my foundation.
Look at NkazyZulu reintroducing herself to the deeper space. Thank you so much, NkazyZulu. I think for the very first time, I actually heard your second name, Zil and Jagash, but I'd like you to repeat it at some point. But good for reintroducing yourself to the deeper space. Boga, ngingoma eziyi-12 phela mfethu. Ukukhetha or you want Nkazi to choose.
Let our guest let our guest choose. Let her, since she's the compiler, you see, let her be the one who shall introduce the songs.
Yo, there's so many songs, I wouldn't even know what to pick. Okay, we shall start with track number 1. No, track number 2, actually, by Selective Tones.
Track number 2, Selective Tones, Shona Pants. Here you go. I asbong.
Yo, what's good, music lovers? This is Chima Music, and you are tuned into the Deep House Space.
Get the
The deep house space, 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 space,
Hi, this is NkazyZulu the Force. You are currently tuned into the Deep House Space. Please do share the space, invite others, and get ready for amazing music and great conversations.
Selective Tones, Shona Panti, the dub version, released under Conquering the Darkness, compilation compiled by NkazyZulu from the Deep House Space. Yes, NkazyZulu is from the Deep House Space. Compilation is released under Honors of House. There's 12 tracks on it. I just played track number 2. Nubu was actually also on this compilation. No, boy has songs, mina ngithumele ingoma zakhe, but yeah, anyway, let's give Lindo the mic. Lindo, mic check, mic check.
Hola, hola, Vox. How are you?
Mfana, good and you, mfana.
Right, right. Afternoon to wonke umuntu espacini, even our guests, Kazi. Yeah, uqinisile uma uthi-ke ngathi kuthiwa jive manje. Sibonise ukuthi udansa kanjani. Sibonise. No, big ups to you ne-compilation yakho. Yeah, man. And this is for the deep house space. That's how I feel. Okay, into engifuna ukuyazi ukuthi-ke how did it come about? I-song selection yakho, like what kind of feel did you want to create the compilation then?
Okay, so what I wanted to do was create a journey and a story. And I wanted to start by ambient dub, which is like our happy dub. and then take it down to dark dub all the way to horror dub. I wanted to also create something for someone who says, I don't know what dub house is. So I also wanted to like put different types of styles of dub, because I could have done horror dub only or dark dub only or ambient dub only, but I wanted to give people a feel of what dub house is.
No, kuyabonakala because I think I remember there was a time ngabo 2014, 2013, dub was very big. With Jimstar were on it, like everyone, yonke ingoma, there was just a dub version. Yeah, each and every song there was a dub version. So it's good to see you actually bringing it back, because it seems like abantu bakhohlwe ama-dub mix. Now I'm also a big fan of dub. I still listen to them even today. If there's a dub version yengoma, I tune in and make sure ukuthi ngiyayizwa, because sometimes you just miss that sound dub that just gets missed by abantu abanganandaba nayo or abangayilaleli or abangayi-understand. So yeah, no, thank you. User Vox.
Siyabonga Blindos. Siyabonga Blindos. NkazyZulu, next song. Ukhetha ingoma kaBhuka lapho.
Hey, okay, so because this is hard for me, guys. These songs have been a favorite of mine at some point. For the next couple of songs, I don't know how many songs Upuka is going to play. I would like to open it to the listeners if people are interested to like select songs randomly. But for now, I'm going to select Flow State by Serizio. It's track number 7.
NkazyZulu.
Yes, folks.
Ngibonile uBhuka the first time. Actually, he said the same thing. So angazi ukuthi ke na on your end, checklisting is different. Yazi ihlukile, angazi ukuthi kanjani.
Are you serious?
Yeah, uBhuka uzodlala i-track 8. Yeah, it's actually track 8. So I don't know ukuthi mhlawumbe ukwenzile uDroid. Mhlawumbe uDroid. Hayi, azaba Droid. But uBhuka uzodlala ingoma. UBhuka udlala ingoma but
Next up is Flow State. Enjoy.
Yo, this is your boy Usi Black. You are now tuned into the Deep House Space. Hashtag the Deep House Space.
Introducing the Deep House Space. My name is Euphonia. Imagine yourself lost in a world of pulsing bass lines, hypnotic melodies, and infectious grooves. Welcome to your haven for deep house delights. Let's embark on this sonic journey together.
And you're tuned into the deep house space, 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 space,
Hi, my name is Bongiwe Indlovukazi. You are listening to the Deep House Space.
Yes, you tuned into the Deep House Space. Thank you so much for joining us. Our guest right now is NkazyZulu, making a very first appearance as a guest on the Deep House Space. She released a compilation titled Conquering the Darkness. The song which is played now is Flow State by Jose Rizio. NkazyZulu, how long did it take you to compile the compilation? How many songs were you also given to choose from? NkazyZulu listener. Nepo.
Yeah,
Kanjani?
Phumile, probably network.
Okay, ngimthole fast. Ngimthole fast.
Nangu ubuyile.
KaZulu. Umbuzo wami ukuthi, how long did it take you to do the compilation? One, how many songs were you given to choose from? How many back and forths futhi? Like ubhuka kanje ukuphi ingoma eyi-one athi hhayi hey ngi-right. Kanjani?
Okay, so I'm going to answer your second question first before I forget. So my sequence was a little bit different. I didn't say to people I'll be releasing anything. So what I did was I created my own list of about 30 producers, and I told them what I was getting up to, what I wanted to do, and I asked for songs, and some of them responded, and they gave me songs. Some of them didn't respond. Some of them gave me 3 songs. Some of them gave me 1 song, and I thought it was perfect. So, yeah, that is how my sequence was. And how long did it take me? I got this idea in December. In February, I reached out to the record label, but I think I started taking it like really seriously, reaching out to producers and collecting music. I think from April, May, yeah.
Nice, siyabonga KaZulu. Let's give the mic to Westbrook. I haven't heard this man in a very long time. Hey, it's Martin. Mic check, mic check.
Sure. How's it?
I'm still alive, and how are you doing?
I'm good, man. First of all, excuse my language for what I'm about to say. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Because I heard something which is dark, which is very suspenseful. I had a bit of a, it's a deep, in a deep bass line with a haunting echo set that sets a mood out, jam. That what we call, it's called dub. Namasimba, number there again. Mina umuntu dub. I love dub so much, Shem. Aisha Mezin. Nkanyi, is it sorry, I'm sorry for butchering your name. Can I say Nkazi? Nkazi. Yes, Nkazi. Tell me, like, are you a fan of dub?
Very much, very, very much. Like how you feel about that song. Whenever I listen to that song, my face is ugly from the time it starts until it finishes. My face is, yeah.
Yo, and sometimes when you set the mood when it comes to dub, I'm sure even the listeners will be like, "Joe, so much arrogance, so much violence." Those kind of comments. It's what we get every time. More like this stuff is so, they'll be like, "What's wrong? What are you going through?" I mean, it's the love for the music, everyone. But yeah, I feel where you're coming from. I feel you, Shema. I love that track, Shema. I love it. That was dope. So keep them coming. Keep them coming.
Thank you so much.
Keep
I
them coming.
appreciate it.
Keep on dropping such things. Keep on dropping. Show them that face. Give them that mean. Keep dominating. Let's again. Sharp. Danko.
It's Martin. Thank you for joining us. You're not special. It's Martin. Not the only one who listens to this kind of music, so you're not special. But thank you for grabbing the mic today and coming through to the Deep House Space. Bugatti DJ, this guy Bugatti DJ. Bugatti DJ, by the way, is also in the compilation. Yeah, he has a song here. I think we should play that song next. Funuki, uphuka mina akazi angithumele ingoma zakhe. Yazi. This is wrong, baby.
Makabokta, big jump.
Uphuka unengoma mina. But it's fine. It's fine. KaZulu, the comp has been out for a couple of hours. Besides streaming services, how's your first reaction of being on Tracksource and Zonke lento lezo? Ufila kanjani nje guys?
Yo, Vox, the support has been crazy. The love has been crazy. I'm very overwhelmed. I didn't expect it to be like this. I didn't expect that people would, celebrate me this much and they'll be reposting. It's been beautiful. And I would like to shout out NkazyZulu. He's on the space. I would like to shout out Selective Tones was also on the space, and Droid obviously was also on the space. They were part of the compilation. Oh, and Buga. Sorry, Buga. Please share your music with Uvox, please. Yeah, great.
Siyabonga Nkazi. Siyabonga. Let's give the mic to Droid. Droid-10, mic check, mic check.
No, man, I was just testing this thing.
Right, you will test. NkazyZulu has released a compilation under your record label. How has she done, Mfana, in your eyes?
Pardon?
Droid-10, mic check.
Ke a utlwala mfethu.
Wa utlwala, Droid. Just that you sound
So-
so far. That's all.
Oh, hayi, ere ke fitelle. Mfethu
No.
angazi umakaditse isiZulu. Because like I wasn't expecting this type of sound, young tall. Because I remember we spoke about this back in November last year. And then early this year, she approached me and told me that she was ready. And then hence I kopantsha daso. Di-track tse leng gore o tlile ka tsona le nna hae. Ha ke tshepe gore ne ke tlo kgona ho ira ntho e e rileng. Ne big ups to Nkazi wa bo.
Droid-10 is always busy with music in the background. Yeah, Kala Labi laptop. But anyway, thank you for joining us. Droid-10 is our next guest. So you're closing the space with Droid-10 today. He also has some music out. Besides being a label head, he also releases music himself. Nkazi, you're playing Puga song, it. Okay, wait. And then we're gonna close off with the other request from Timbaland, right? Can we do that? Yes.
You're asking me. Sure, we can do that. Feel
Let's-
free.
And the Puga, you must introduce your song. When I hear, it's no moves all right.
Maka ntwana wa yini ntwana? Ifanaka ntwana ungifikele ntwana. Ntwana maka ntwana yo I fade all right I know. Next up it's Buga the DJ with The World Still Full of Rules. It's released under compilation NkazyZulu, Conquering the Darkness. Enjoy.
And you're tuned into the deep house space.
The world is still small. We know nothing, nothing, nothing. The world is still small.
Hey, this is Kali Music and you're listening to the Deep House Space. For the love of Deep House, baby.
Yo, what's up, folks? This is your boy Tim A. Deep, and you're listening to the Deep House Space.
Buga the DJ, Short Chubby Ninja. If you've never heard a song from this man today, you are hearing a song from him. If you wanna troll him, if you wanna come at him, this is the only time maybe that you can try and do that. He opportunity learner to come at Buga for his song. He's always telling off people, guests here for their music. So this is the time. This is your turn. Lindos, what do you think of Buga's song?
Eish, wavele waqala ngami ngifuna kanjalo vele Vox. Vox yazini typically this is typical Buga style, if you know what I mean. It's typical Buga, like from the way iqala ngakhona le ngoma lena, you can see la eyakhona ukuthi azingoma eqala ngale ndlela you just know ukuthi yini into ezayo. And I know Buga DJ wethu hayi mele ngize Spyland ngeke mele ngishaye around mama wenza nje nayi ngeke mele ngize Spyland uyenze kanjani le ngoma asiqale lapho nje njaya ithi sizwe nje sitshele nje njaya ukuthi le ngoma leni uyenze kanjani like what was going on through your mind uma wenza le ngoma le.
Hey, nkazi wangenza yezwa yo. Yo, I
Wait,
feel
wait, I want to say
it.
something. Olindo has been waiting for this his whole life to ask Ukuthi, how did you come about that song? You're always asking people the question. So namhlanje, it's your turn, answer.
Inkazi wangenza yezwa yo hey wangifaka emanzini XM Lindos shafere
Hola Buga.
Mfana ngathi yimi manje who's gonna ask that question. But anyways, thank you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that song. What came about was that Nkazi approached me, was like, hey, can you do a dub song for me? And I was like, okay, I know dub, but can I do dub? Me too, I'm a fan. I'm a huge lover of dub music. You understand? So when I was in studio, I was like, okay, hey, Yazin. I was also going back and forth with Nkazi, saying, "Hey, Joe, is this the style that you need, or you looking for?" Because Nakona, you need to remember, in as much as I love dub, there's type of genres that you could love, but also you cannot do. You understand? So this was actually my first time doing it dub. You understand? It was my first time doing dub, and I was like, as in, I hope they will like it. I just hope which I'm going the right sequence, the right way, which they are looking for. I understand. And to which, when I gave Nkazi, she liked it. She liked it. Also, out of the blue, Droid-10 na this track is nice. It's proper. I was like, all right. Which means yeah, I'm on the right path. You understand? But again, adding the vocal of the world's still full of rules. I mean, we live in a world in which mfana we are governed in Dwana. We are being controlled too much. You understand? We don't have a say that much. You understand? And so that's why I came up with those vocals to say the world is still full of rules. Understand? Rules of the rich getting richer, the poor getting poorer, and it's still, there's still a lot that needs to happen. Mfana, we're still living in a matrix which mfana we siyaqindezela. You understand? So with that's how I came about within the vocals and the bass, the strings, everything, the dark tones as well there and there, because dub is full of dark tones as well. You understand? It's full of dark sounds. So that's how it came about, Mfana.
Yo, I know. That's a proper breakdown. And you nailed it, bro. Angifuna ukushaya ngiyelena lena no, you nailed it. So the assignment was challenger wenza into ongajwayelanga ukuyenza, but then you did it. So was there any ritual that you do before nje mhlawumbe ushaya ingoma or wenzeni before uqala? Before nje ungena e-studio yini oyenzile kuqala before anything else?
Ukudlala iPS, dlala iCall of Duty. Sadubulana laphaya.
Usho uyalwa vele.
Siyadubulana laphaya. And then mabaceda ukungibulala ngavele ngathi fuck, ngiyahamba ngestudio thi ngiyopheka laphaya. And then came off ngebass, started with ngebass. From bass came ngama strings, came ngama vocals, chopped the vocals, mixed the vocals, and then came ngama kiki and so forth again, and then structured the song.
Perfect. No, yazini ngizoshaya around lapha ekhaya Jodo.
Vela nje yethu.
After hearing this, I know ngizoshaya around. Thank you folks. Izobuka.
Siyabonga Mlindos. It's Martin. What do you think of Buga's song?
It's dope, as in, it's dope. What's in J? Lindo took the question out of my mouth, which I wanted to ask him. What inspired him to do such? Maria, I got what he said, Vilenji. I got what he said. But he's definitely on the right track. He's on the right track. Maram to get up, you gotta go dark. You gotta go dark, but you're on the right track. You gotta go dark and be mean. Be mean. You're still going there, but Sazuzo and still going there. But at the end of the day, we're all learning village. But yeah. Sure.
Shout out, Martin. Nah, thanks, Njaka. Like I said, Mfana, and you just mentioned as well. It was my first time doing this, and again, I hear Vele what you're saying, and yeah, more is still coming. More is still coming. Kazi's still gonna release, and hopefully, I'll be part of the next compilation. It'll all depend on Kazi, abo. But yeah, thank you very much, Njaka.
I always say people that make dub music probably listen to like hard rock or Slipknot. I want all those
O
big rock
garage,
artists.
mameli garage.
Yeah, I've always
Man,
said
no,
that.
Magaye, I'll hook him up. Don't worry, I'll hook him up with one mixtape of one of my heroes. He knows who to run. I'll hook him up with one mixtape of one of my heroes. He'll listen to 5 songs and then he'll be like, okay, sharp, I give up. This is too much. I will.
No, siyabonga Urupoga,
Sure.
nomculo. We are producer. But yeah, if you're in the space and you still want to come at Poga, this is the time. I'm giving you the time. Take one more mic. Droid-10, what do you think of Poga's song?
It's good, man. I love it. Though we still have a long way to go, but
I'm
it's
expecting
sort of
a lot more than that. Lukile Droid-10. I want to jive. Lukile. NkazyZulu, we are grateful that you are a guest, that you now past the stage of being a guest too on the Depot space. Thank you so much for gracing us. What do you think of the Depot space, NkazyZulu? And where do you intend to send this thing of yours? Where now you're a compiler. Now you're a compiler now. So now you are liable to get royalties and you kumabhesi weSambro. Now your names are there now, right? So yeah, what's the plan? What's the plan? Where's this thing heading to?
So now that I've started, I don't see myself stopping anytime soon because I have a long list. Like if I was to say my list here, the space wouldn't end. I have a long list of record labels that I would like to work with. I have a long list of producers that I would like to work with. And I also want to do A&R, but not like officially under one label, but for different labels. Say I hear Booga and I'm like, oh my God, Booga would sound great under Cheeky Astronaut Music. Then I connect the two of them. Excuse me. I think that has always been my dream to like connect producers and record labels. But yeah, I don't intend on stopping, and I'm very excited to see where this is going. And what do I think about the Deep House Space? The Deep House Space is a beautiful platform that shines light on people like me, you know, compilers, producers, DJs. It's doing an amazing job, and I'm also very happy to be part of it.
Sawubona, Nkazi. Mindos, last remarks for NkazyZulu as a guest.
Oh yeah, no. No, kazi ngibone i-tweet man lana by uLasper we-Deeper Shades. Wenzakaleni? Aze ngibhizi ngizibhorekele nje ngey'ntatha hawu. Nangu uLasper ukhuluma ngale compilation. Azange ngibhilive, ngaze ngaya ngathi lo nkazi kuye vele lo nkazi lo wethu esimaziyo vele. Hayi kanti vele okay, ngam-include lapho. Angitshela ukuthi wenze kanjani.
Okay, so that honestly has nothing to do with me. That is all Droid's work. He's the one who put that together. I was also shocked when I woke up and I was like, "Evo, what is this?" I was very surprised. So I think Droid must answer that.
Droid?
Can you repeat the question, Njayam?
No, bengibuza because ngibone ilona la ngibone i-tweet from Lasbury North. I think a couple of
Sure.
days ago, e-Twitter nge-compilation ekankazi. So I just wanted to know how that came about.
Okay, so like Deeper Shades of House Mfethu has a platform whereby you can send your music so that they can feature it on their platform. It's there on the net.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, thank you. Thank you for that. No, guys, obushido ukuthi sowuqalile but sada sowuqhubeka short nawe sesokubuza manje ukuthi urelease nini. Please give us more music. Sesokubuza nokuthi urelease nini, when can you expect the next release? Yonke leyo mbuzo loyo, and it's good to see you grow the way that you've grown, and I wish you nothing but the best, and thank you for doing this for Tina Sonke, for a deep house, So yeah, thank you.
Ngiyabonga, Lindo. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. No, I'll make you guys proud. I promise.
Bugatti DJ, your hand was up.
Yeah, no, I had a question for Nkazi. Since she's our guest, I had a question. So, Nkazi, welcome to the Deep House Space. I just wanted to know, what is a compiler, and what is the duty of a compiler?
Puka. I'm complaining. This is what Ulindo has been waiting for. I remember when Vox announced Uti I was coming to the space, Ulindo was like, yeah, we can't wait for Puka to be asking you these difficult questions. Okay. So I would think the duty of a compiler, from my perspective, is to find yes, but I would say, let me speak for myself. So what I did was I found a lot of underground music, a lot of underground producers that I think should, be known out there. Their music is very good. It should be known by people. So this is what I did. And I think, compiling is not just putting music together. You have to kind of create a journey, like I mentioned at the beginning of the interview. It's just like, I think I started this as a creator because I've got playlists. I do playlists. So I want to create a certain energy. So it's not just throwing songs together. You kind of have to have a feel. It has to be a journey. I don't know if I answered that, Gahle.
I know you answered Gatle. Thank you very much. And so with that, how does one come to an agreement, with the producer, in as much as does the record label go to the producer, or you are the one who meditates between the producer and the record label, or how does it go about?
So in this instance, I was the middleman. The record label never spoke to any of the artists, except for one incident. I don't know if I should mention it here, but yeah. So I was the middleman. I was the one talking to the label and then back to the producer. If a producer has a question, I'll take it back to the label and vice versa. So this is how I did it.
Oh, nice. Hi. No, thank you very much. Thank you for gracing us with your presence today at the Deep House Space. Siyabonga, guys. Vox.
Mlindos. Okay, Mlindos. Last one.
Okay, that's one. Guys, so I want to know, what would you say to omunye umuntu out there, like, create ama-playlist njengawe, but ufuna ukuba kule space lesi wena kuso, because now I think we're seeing that a lot of people, a lot of producers just compile their own music and release it. Akusafani nakudala we had our DJ compiling music for the masses. Yabona. So I just want to know, what would you say to anyone out there, ongasiyi producer but uthanda umculo njengawe, unama-aspirations and everything, but then into ayaziyo just ukuhlanganisa music? How would you inspire lowo muntu loyo ukuthi, okay, what steps you need to take ukuthi afike la wena ukhona?
I think firstly, which is going to be so cliche and obvious, you need to love music. Like you really need to love music in a almost disgusting way. And I think I could just say, just put your heart into it. There's something that I say to myself all the time, what you do what you want, other people expect of you, because self never lies. So that's what I would say. I would say just do it from the heart. That's how I've done it. There was no secret I used or anything. I just did it from the heart. I just started putting playlists together, and yeah, that was what was important to me. But also, to add on to your question, I would say to people, like, for an example, I don't DJ, neither do I produce. And, most people would think that should limit you, but it shouldn't limit you. There's so many possibilities. You could be like good with people, then maybe you could open an agency, or you could be good with events. Then you can do like your bread for soul type of vibe. There's a lot of possibilities. I remember today in the morning, someone says to me, on the compilation, who are you? As in, which producer are you? And I was like, I'm not a producer at all. I'm just a compiler. So don't let people limit you, and don't also limit yourself.
Okay, no, so and I think you would make a good earner. Just saying. So we beg another. If you need to look into it further, see what you can study, or see how you can get better, or whatever you need to. But just don't lose the focus on that. If you do, push up until you feel good at stage, because you'll be good at it. Yeah, bro.
Okay, it's Martin.
Sure. Since I heard Ulindu mentioning about Deeper Shades, are we gonna expect Deeper Shades guest mix?
Yo, for now, I don't know. I can't promise, but yeah, there's endless possibilities.
The thing is that it's Women's Month, and I was hoping maybe you might just squeeze you in. That's the thing I'm saying. But
I think it's too late
Martin,
for
so
that.
since I don't mix, yeah.
Fox, we
Okay,
gotta.
so it's Martin. Are you good?
I think there was a. I didn't get what she said. Kwenzakala?
Oh no, Utaga Mixi. So I mean, yeah, she's not a DJ. Nkazi's not a DJ. But then again, I think Lars chooses his people, man. If you check Deeper Shades of House, he chooses his people. So he just doesn't go for, if you're releasing music. He has a way of choosing people. Angas Ganja, but he has a way.
It's via recommendation because mine I'm still pending because I had a chat with the German dude. What's his name? This guy with Deep Inspiration Show. I had a chat with him, so mine is still pending because I use him for my recommendation because I always purchase music via Deep Inspiration because I always talk to him directly with yo, hook me up with that guy. That's that one. So yeah. So if you know somebody from a different label, I think you gotta use that as an advantage. Because I use that as an advantage for me.
Sabonga, it's Martin. Sabonga. Kazi, last words, closing remarks.
Well, Lele, I've already said my closing remarks. So my closing remarks was what I've already talked about. That don't limit yourself. And don't let other people limit you. I think what I can add is my social media platforms. On here, I am NkazyZulu the Force. On Instagram, I am NkazyZulu the Force, and on TikTok, I am NkazyZulu.
That is NkazyZulu the Force. The compilation is out. Conquering the Darkness. Released under Honors of House. Go check it out. We're gonna close off with one of the songs. I'm not sure what song we're playing now. Is there another song we're playing now, Puga? Puga, is there a song we're playing from the compilation again?
Yeah, there's another song we are playing from the compilation, titled Somewhere by Legacy 202. Enjoy. Kazi. Nkazi.
Oh, I wanted to say, Oti, Tembelani, we haven't forgotten the request. It's what we're going to close the show with. Please don't think we ignored you. I'm sorry.
Danko. Uzwile ke Tembelani. Azichi.
Hey, what's up? This is Lars Barenroth from Deeper Shades of House, and you're listening to Deep House Space.
Things I had to do. And somehow, some way I took it step by step and got a lot done. And I absorbed the task that I was doing at hand. That means nothing but apple juices and they're still sugar. They're hiding something, right? They've got to be hiding something. In order to feel good first, I'm gonna do what feels good, which is sitting here, stretch, breathe, sing, dance, clean. These are all things I've done today. Now I'm watching some corny movie from Hi, my name is Euphonia. Welcome to the Deep House Space. Take a journey with us as we delve into the underground sounds of Deep House. From soulful melodies to driving bass lines, we'll keep you moving all day long.
Legacy 2 also from Conquering the Darkness. Title of the song is Somewhere, and that's the intake dub. Shout out to NkazyZulu for a dope compilation. As mentioned, there's 12 songs. Go out and check it out. You should love. You should definitely have a love for the compilation. Next up is Droid, but before we go to Droid-10, it's Martin. Hey, today, off for Ganjani.
Yeah, it's an. I can say it's an off day, Marang Shabil. I hope my colleagues are not even here. Anyway, fun now. I just want to say a few things, and then I can go and if I need to go to church right now. Okay, so something I need to say about this guy, Legacy 202. Legacy 202 is one of those producers as a DJ that you'll never think of. But shit, there's someone called Legacy 202 or Shite Up and I'm a Simba. Like, you won't even put him in your mind, but when you hear his stuff, you'll be like, shit, bad. And then when you find that name, you'll be like, shit, it's Legacy 202. That guy is a beast. Yeah, that guy is a beast. He's a beast. I have two of his EPs there, and I've only played it once. I think I've got him like 2 years, 3 years back, if I'm mistaken. I only played once. That guy is a beast. I'm from Manga. Whoever can come up and vouch for me and say what I just said, they'll tell you what I exactly just said. Legacy is a beast. I don't want to lie to you. That guy is a beast. Yeah, nah. No creepy soul, no one. There's a bunch of guys out there, especially if you go out there to Ilebulilo Naga, what's his label? Deep Stitched, Chula and the Warrior. There's a bunch of guys which are beasts out there. Legacy is one of those guys also. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that with us. It's Martin. Martin SA is a DJ. He's got music mixes somewhere, everywhere. Does he have anything on his profile to show where the mixes are? No, but he's got booking details, so you can book him.
There is.
Shout out to.
There is, my guy. There's a link.
Oh, there is there. Oh, there. I did. It's Martin. Shout out, it's Martin. Thank you for joining us on the Deep House Space. Next guest, last guest today. Droid-10. Yeah, I haven't read bios in a while. Music producer and A&R of House. I've got his email address, Lapayana. Droid-10. Please unmute your mic. Welcome again to the Deep House Space.
Away.
You have a EP out titled The Other Side, Volume 2. Came out on the 1st, no? Yeah, the 1st of August. How's it been so far, Droid-10? How's the reception? What's worrying?
But why frostana njaka? In Margarita, because like I was expecting streams more than purchases, but then vice versa. There's a lot of purchases than streams, so I guess it's a win-win. Yeah, but where?
Good to hear that, man. It's good to hear that. Well, DJ, The Other Side, Volume 2. Are we ready to play a song from The Other Side, Volume 2?
Yes, sir.
DJ.
Yes, sir. Ankon, Njayam. Yes, we are up and ready. With The Other Side by Droid-10, starting off with The Light. Idyllic Android instrumental. Enjoy.
What's up, beautiful people? This is C Moody, and you're at the place to be. It's the Deep House Space.
And you're tuned in to the Deep House Space.
Yes, you tune into the Deep House Space. Right now, the guest is Droid-10. Song just played is The Light. And it's got Napster on it. We played the Idyllic Android instrumental mix, which is track 3 on the other side. Idyllic Smooth Soothing Sounds, Volume 2. It was released on the 1st of August 2025. Mlindos, you still there, Mlindos? How's the Friday so far, Mlindos?
Wona Vox ngisasekhona namhlanje nginani full time ngiyovala kanye nani. No, so far so good. I think siqale kahle with Tyrone, asibonisa nje ukuthi kunjani as a young producer, and then seza kuNkazi compilation yakhe naye very good. And then seza ku-Droid, and yeah, how Droid uyamazi ke ubhuku uhlala amdlala ngithi uzu-complain. But anyway, so far so good. I'm really loving the space. Last week I couldn't join ngisendleleni eKZN, so azange ngikhona ukujoyina the whole space because inetwork izolibele ilahla ngathi ngcono vele ngiphume. But this week I made sure, as promised, ukuthi ngikhona until so far so good. Thank you, Vox.
I know, siyabonga, Mlindos. NkazyZulu, how are you feeling after being interviewed for so long? How are you feeling?
I'm very happy. I'm very happy. When it first started, I think I was very nervous and I was very scared and I was like, oh my god. But yeah, no, I'm very happy.
Yeah, what do you think of The Light?
You know what I like about Droid is a producer. He's the type of producer who does things which are outside the box, or rather, who does a very different sound. and he's not scared to do his sound. I think we were talking about this a couple of weeks ago. Guti, a lot of producers fear to be themselves, and they end up making sounds which are the same with what we hear every other day. So I really like that about Droid-10 as a producer, and yeah, definitely I also love this song.
What did DJ? Set idea with your song. Now, what do you think of other people's songs again?
Hi, dope. Like Olindo has said, mfana ukuthi naze nangithethisa mfana nangiluma nathi hayi hey uyamfosta no Droid. Droid sound is proper. Like Ngazi also mentioned as well, no mfana, he's killing it. Him always discovering and exploring sounds, it's something that is wonderful, man. Wonderful as a producer, not boxing yourself, exactly like what Ngazi said. Except right.
Hola.
Umunate mfana.
Fere.
Standard, my king. Mfana, we can take it in two places, as a producer, but also as a record label owner. Ne? As a producer, mfana, this EP, what was the whole concept of it? What was going through your mind when you were doing this and compiling this EP? Compiler.
Okay, so like there's no story behind this EP, man, because most of the songs there I produced them back in 2023. Because I remember we was supposed to be part of the Deep House Spaces first compilation Christmas. So I thought that it wasn't a perfect fit for that compilation. And then what else? Yeah, there's no story, man. I just picked songs that I felt like people should hear. Yeah,
High standard. And Mfana, when it comes to working with other producers, Mfana, what is it that you look into before you start being in a collaboration with another producer? Is there anything that probably you look into when working with someone, or you just say, let's do it, let's take and give people the music?
Fred, if your sound, if I vibe with your sound, we can work.
Hey, man, now busy got the computer. This guy's busy with computers back there. Got the background, mfana. But okay, mfana, let's tap into you being a record label owner, mfana. How has that been, mfana? Ever since you have opened your record label, HOH, how has it been so far?
Mfethu ekopane le di-challenge tse baya. Mara with hard work, ntho enngwe le enngwe ya irala wa bona. But otherwise, running a record label mfethu ke sipane sesibaya mfethu. You have to work hard for sound e fitlhe ko e leng hore batlo re fitlhe wa bona.
And let's talk about splitages of producers and record label owners. Sometimes producers would feel like, why is the record label taking so much? You understand that then the agreed percentage probably that I would want as a producer. How do you work through that, Mfana? And can you explain why is it that record label owners would reach that point of saying, no, now I'm taking 60% or I'm taking 70% of your royalties? Why does it work in that way?
Okay, now from my side, it's 50-50, understand? I feel like it's fair, young tall. But then there are people their names are big, like they come with their contracts and stuff. The producer they prefer upfront payments. So it all depends on the contract, young tall. But then 50-50, I think it's fair for underground producers.
But like,
I'm not sure if he answered you.
yeah, you answered me. On top of that question, how do we reach that point of a record label owner saying they are taking 50% out of the hard work of the producer that they have done? Like the producer has done the work and they produced the song, and now all they want is for you to distribute the song. I understand that, and take out the song. So how do you reach that point of saying you are looking for that 50%?
Okay, so like first of all, distribution is not for free, right? And then as a record label owner, I have to send promos, and I also have to submit marketing drivers. Young tall. So like there's an amount which I pay from my side.
Standard, Mfana, standard. I know. Thank you, Nchaka. Thank you, Nchaka. Probably if anyone has more questions for Droid, can come through, or you can just send on the chat box. But also you can still share the space and let others know that we're still here. We're still here. But yeah, I know. Thank you very much, Droid, Nchaka. Let's take it back to the good music, Nchaka. Ne? Vox.
No way.
Time now is 14:16. Shout out to everyone for being here. Next week, let's see the lineup for next week. Next week is the 22nd of August. Mr. Shane will be joining us. Chima Music is going to be joining us. And Rogue is going to be joining us. 29th, Ecstasy is going to be joining us. Stocks 107 is also lineup. Many. Still going at it into the spring, into the summer. Time soon. So thank you for tuning in and being here. Listening to the music as well as the conversations that we have. Boga has another song for us. Probably a couple of songs and then we call it a day.
Up next, Droid-10 and Sambo SQ going in circles. Enjoy.
Hey yo, this is your boy Chana Kampion. You are listening to the Deep House Space.
Visa, the brown skin Elsie, the one and only, and you are tuned into the Deep House Space.
Yo, what's good, music lovers? This is Chima Music, and you are tuned into the Deep House Space.
Shout out to DJ Bula. Thank you, DJ Bula, for the music. Song just played now is by our last guest for today's session, Droid-10, and it's got Sambo SQ on it. Green Circles is the title of the song. Empower RSA has requested the mic. Let's hear what Empower RSA has got to say. Empower RSA, please unmute your mic.
XXA Vox, and greetings to everyone on the space. I joined quite late, but I think I caught the question where Upuga was asking Droid-10 about sort of how does it end up getting to the point where labels and artists get to split the, I guess, the ownership or the royalties in 50-50. Was quite a nice response, but I felt like it didn't do justice as to what or how the system actually works like. So I just wanted to comment on that because also for Droid-10, someone who's doing such incredible work, that response didn't sort of encapsulate everything in terms of how the system works. So there's two types of record labels. There's a major and there's an independent. And the major is obviously Sony, Universal, and Warner. And these guys have money, like serious money. They can break you into the industry and whatsoever. And in a case of EHOH, which is a label that's actually doing like amazing work, I'm a huge fan. So how does it get to the point where I guess the standard is there's a 50-50 split between the label, particularly an independent label, and the artist, is because independent labels don't have, number one, the budget of a major, and then number two, they don't have the reach of a major. And with independent labels, you have more creative freedom, right? It's not like with Droid-10 is gonna tell you, hey man, try to sound like Zbanban so that we can sell. No, it's not the case. He has to work with however you sound. And he mentioned marketing drivers. So there's so much work that goes into releasing the music. There's the pre-orders that he does, which he does really well. There's the placements he has to pitch for, so that the DJ download stores can have the music on their front pages and so forth. There's the pitching to the DSPs so that you can get placements in to Spotify's editorial playlist, of which he has gotten it with Nestro. I was so happy when I saw that they got a placement in the Deep House sessions on Spotify. So all of this, Droid-10 receives your music. Oh, by the way, another thing which he didn't mention is that he masters some of the music that he receives. So the 50% that HOH gets is sort of counts all of these, I would call, services. Yeah, you get what I'm saying, the services that HOH sort of offers to make sure that the release becomes a success. And then the logic now here is that whether the song hits or not in terms of like money, so whether it makes money or not, whether it becomes a loss or it becomes a success, we share that. You get what I'm saying? So no one is left in the deep end, if I may put it that way, which in most cases the label is left in the deep end because money is pumped into marketing and everything else. You understand? But I guess as a label, you take that L and you move forward with it. And then on top of that, it's major record labels can have someone like Drake who can drop an album and make enough money to keep everyone else on the label on or paid or keep the lights on because he makes so much money and they know that they can leverage so much from Drake alone. And then they can take on more artists who are going to be an expense, but they can sort of keep them around because someone like Drake is able to make enough money to keep everyone on this table. But with independent record labels, it's not the case. You understand? So I just wanted to add on to that because, as I said, I felt like that response was there. It was a great response, but it didn't sort of give in depth analysis of how we get to this model. But otherwise, HOH, man, it's one of the labels that are doing really, really well. And I really wish that they grow even bigger. I love the the step that they've taken now with the compilation with Unkazi as well. Well, that's really amazing. Thank you.
It's long Empire to say thank you, man. Thank you for grabbing the mic. Thank you for joining the Deeper Space. Lindo.
Sure, Vox. So I had a question for Droid, but then now let's also include RSA. Um, I wanted to know, which as an independent label, what is the biggest challenge besides a budget? Because there's no two ways about it. But what are the biggest challenges that Amharic label owners have that nobody knows, or abantu abawazibayo or abangaboni ngathi abalulekile? What are those challenges?
Sure, Lindo. I think our biggest challenge, it's marketing, yeah. Eish, yabo. Yeah, marketing too is one of the biggest challenges. Tse leng hore ra di kry-a as record label owners, you understand?
All right, I know. Yes.
I think another thing to add on to what Droid-10 has said about marketing, if you look at Ama Major, they can market maybe a Kabza, the small album, for a good 3 months and just focus on that strictly. The other releases won't be given as much attention. So with an independent, you can't necessarily do that because you receive music from Uzbanban, Uzbanban. So you need to be prepared to at least do the best you can do in a short span of time for this week's release. And then you still have next week's release. You understand? And I think also working with artists who are not, I don't want to say passionate enough, but I know I work with quite a lot of artists who, first of all, are not well informed of the music industry. And I mean, it's 2025. We see all of these things happening in and around the music industry with artists getting ripped off. And you can't afford to be ignorant as an artist in today's day and age. Yeah, boy. And so when you have or when you're working with people who are not aligned with their career, it's just a thing, a by the way thing. So by the way, I make music or I can make music and I love making music. It's like, yeah, it's just that. So you can't afford to have that mentality because music now requires you to like it requires so much from you. It requires so much from you in a sense that it requires so much from you in a sense that people are of the notion that it's easier to, bad word to use, blow up, you understand? But to get that blow up moment or to even blow up, there's so much work that needs to go into that. It's how you brand yourself, the consistency, on social media and even with your sound or yourself, the quality of the music, knowing who to network with. There's so much that you need to do online, you understand? But I'm artists just want to release music, post the link, guy one, guy two, and they consider that music marketing. It does not work like that, understand? So those are some of the challenges independent record labels face.
No. Thank you, Empower. Use of Vox.
Shout out to Empower, man. Thank you for the submission. I think it's needed. Guess today you had time to come to the debate space and share some important stuff. Puga, how many songs do we have left for Droid? One more? Then we call it a day?
Yeah, one more tune.
For it.
Last tune as we're sending off Droid. It's Christmas by Droid-10, Nesru the producer, and Bongani Mehlomakulu. Enjoy.
Yo, what's good, music lovers? This is Chima Music, and you are tuned into the Deep House Space.
Enter the underground where music's deep and the vibes are real. Your weekly dose of deep house is here. Let's get lost in the music. Hashtag the Deep House Space.
My name is Bongani Mehlomakulu. Blessed we are to be rejoicing in his glory. Sibonga ukusibeka kwakho mdali. Phansi kwekhwakha lakho sivikeleke saze sawubona lo khisimuzi. Kuzo zonke ingozi phephisile imindeni. Olwakho uthando asiluthandabuzi. We celebrate the life of the Son of God. Siyayibonga inzalo yakho Jehovah. We are thankful for the spirit of giving. Sibusisekile nemindeni because of each gift ezinganeni. Injabulo ibalwa emehlweni. You are the gift of life we turn to when struggles are rife. On this day the bells ring loud because a bearer of peace on this day came alive. The Son of Bethlehem bringing goodwill and light. we are to be rejoicing in his glory. Sibonga ukusibeka kwakho mdali. Phansi kwekhwapha lakho sivikeleke saze sawubona lo khisimuzi. Kuzo zonke ingozi uphephisile imindeni. Olwakho uthando asiluthandabuzi. We celebrate the life of the Son of God. Siyayibonga inzalo yakho Jehova. We are thankful for the spirit of giving. Sibusisekile nemindeni because with each gift ezinganeni injabulo ibhalwa emehlweni. You are the gift of life we turn to when struggles are rife. On this day the bells ring loud because a bearer of peace on this day came alive. The Son of Bethlehem bringing goodwill and light. We acknowledge that you are King. We appreciate that you were able to die for our sins. Grateful we are now that we are able to conquer pain. My name is Bongani Mefamaku, and I came to send the message. And you're tuned into the deep house space.
Bongane Mahlomakulu on vocals, the remix by Louis Anima, Christmas. Original song was done by Droid-10 and Nestro, the producer. Hey, it's been a while. As Nestro, I haven't had Nestro in a very long time. Wonder how the man is doing. But thank you so much, each and every person, for joining us. Shout out to Droid, man. Yes, Droid and Cha. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here in the deeper space yet again. Thank you for the incredible work and that you do for the industry. And I do myself, plan. Kazi, closing remarks for Jordan on your end.
Thank you so much, Droid, for joining us and spending your time with us. I'd like to thank your contribution as Droid, the producer, and as Droid, the record label owner of HOH. Yeah, thank you so much for being here.
Lindo, last remarks for Droid.
I know Droid, I know. You must just stick it up in terms of production and yeah, just what to echo Amazon guys. It's just keep on doing what you're doing, and it's for the greater good. Showbox.
Who else is here? Empower is it? Last words for Droid.
Exit, right? Just keep on jam.
Lovely, fair jam.
Fair, as in jam, regardless of ama-challenges nje yami, regardless of zonke nje izinto that sometimes tend not to go our way, but mina ngizokutshela nje yami ukuthi hayi no fair unamasimba nje yami yabo, and keep on nje yami, keep on. Mina ngiyasicava isibani sakho, ngiyacava ama-release wakho, ngiyayibona i-drive yakho, ngiyayibona i-ethic nje yami. Ungadistebwa i-focal nje yami, uphushe uzobona nje umvuzo wayonke lento oyenzayo, angifrustani. Nale masepha njaka, phusha njaka.
Bayadanki mfethu, Thank you, bro.
Fede.
Nice touch from Empower. What did you? Last words from Droid.
Fana, nothing much, but Droid-10 Chaka, keep on pushing, Fana. Like Empower just said, Lily too, in fact, gents, your guys are pushing, Fana. Being independent record labels, it's not popping place, Fana. Your guys are pushing. Your guys are really pushing, Fana. Yo, how they, gents. And with that, Fana, there will be challenges. There will be tons of challenges, up in the path that your guys are taking. But Mfana, do not give up. Whatever it happens, whatever it takes, do not give up, Mfana. Sometimes you'd wake up and feel like, you know what, I just wanna throw in the towel. Do not, Mfana. Keep on pushing, gents. Keep on pushing in whatever that you're doing. Like you said, Mfana, Empower RSA, Mfana. You will see the end results. At the end, Mfana, you will see some good results. I understand that. So yeah, shout out to you all, gents, for pushing the record labels. It's not easy competing with major record labels, but in all that you're doing, Fana, as we ourselves, the small producers and all, Fana, we do see the work that you're guys are doing, and in fact it does speak for itself, within the socials. Wherever we're going, we are seeing HOH. Wherever we're going, we are seeing Mixed Node Media. You understand that? So keep on pushing, gents. Keep on pushing. But Troy Mfana, thank you for your presence. Thank you for pushing, Mfana, and thank you for the lovely music. Keep on pushing, Luena Njaka, as a producer, as well as Luena Empower Njaka. I say keep on pushing, gents. Yeah, we'll see. As you know, the door of Deep House Space is always opened, and yeah, we shall see you when you come back, gents. Ololo.
It's warm up, boss. Warm. So we got a DJ. Thank you for playing the great music for us. Droid Incha, last remarks from your end. What else is happening with Honors of House for the rest of the year?
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me, man. There's still a lot of music to be dropped, from my side as well, because I have a compilation coming to I think I'll be dropping my compilation in October. Selection numero uno, volume 3. And I also have an EP with Busy Explore and another EP with Gigantic Deep SA. And I also have an EP with a dubstep EP with Radion. And then I'll call it a wrap for the year.
Jai, thank you so much for coming through today. Thank you for your time. Incredible work. Be safe, Incha. Till next time.
Awe.
For my end, I think today has been another great session. Time is 14:46. Thank you to Jimmy President. Thank you to our guest. Shout out to NkazyZulu for being a guest for the first time. Shout out to Tyron SA, Boga for playing amazing music for us. To our guests and speakers. Blooming and Martin. We give thanks. Shout out to Empire SA for giving me the mic too. We'll be back again next week. I think we're the only show that's sort of like every week, no? Honestly. I don't see any other shows. Weekly.
Hey, the commitment is crazy, Vox.
Yeah.
The commitment is really crazy, man, on the Deep House Space, and I love it so much, man. I love it so much. I hope this platform, brother, grows even bigger and bigger. Yeah, but like the commitment is really crazy, man. Every Fridays, on corner, young understand. I know, shout outs, gents. It's something we don't praise a lot, but shout out to you guys. Siyabonga bafethu.
Yes, next week we'll be back. Charmer music. It's the Shane. It's a loc. Right? Yeah. I'll pass on the mic everyone to give last remarks, and then Buga will play us the last song, and then we call it a day. Let's start with Nkazi. Nkazi, last remarks for today.
Thank you so much, guys, for having me as a guest. which was so strange but so much fun. I really appreciate the opportunity. I'd like to take time to say thank you to everyone who's taken their time to listen, and to everyone who's here every Friday without fail. We really appreciate you guys. We don't take you guys for granted. You mean the world to us. And yeah, I'd like to wish everyone a happy weekend.
Empower. Closing remarks.
Oh no, Vox. I just wanted to ask Unkazi as part of her closing remarks, just to sort of briefly tell us about the experience from, being a typical deep house listener, enjoying the sound, and then hosting your own mix series, to then now being at the end of compiling the music and giving listeners that experience. Like, can she just share experience about that?
So it's been a very interesting experience. As you're saying, imagine you're used to being a listener, you're used to being the one, saying, no, this is not good enough, or this is amazing. And then now it's you who's putting this together. It's been a very liberating experience, very scary. I remember when I knew Guti this was officially going to drop, I was like, oh my God, do we really have to drop this? So it was a lot of mixed emotions, but it was a beautiful journey and I would do it all over again. And I'm happy to be sitting on the other side, to be receiving the feedback, because I think you guys know that you won't always receive the best feedback, and to take that one that is like ish, the painful feedback. But it's been a very beautiful experience.
No, thank you so much. And congratulations, by the way. This is really lovely. This is really, really lovely.
Thank you so much.
Blindos, last remark for Fanda.
All of us, no. Thank you to the space. To wonke umuntu ofikile, to wonke umuntu ojoyinile. Yeah, let's keep it up. And just to add on to what Empower was saying, I think we are the only platform, because I say, can you platform a deep house a corner out there? Like TV, radio, whatever, I say. So we are the only ones. Vox, ubona songifake enkingeni manje. Ngihleli nomama la uthi ke ngikutshela ukuthi wenzele umntana iskipa khona umntana ozayo endleleni. Ayi yabona ikipa zakho lezi ezinhle lezi ziyangiqhatha. Yezwa semele wenzele incusa iskipa manje.
No, I think why.
Ithi ngiyivala hayi.
Shout out to Blindos, and good afternoon to the ma'am. Good afternoon to your wife, Mfagit. And shout out to her also listening. Pura, Yabong, Fetisha Mkulu. Close your remarks from your end and the last song.
Nah, man, it's been a wonderful one. It's been a wonderful one. Great session as always. Great session as always. Each and every Friday, we always killing it. Yeah. Hey, today it was kind of difficult. We are always asking questions, but today questions were reversed. Mfana, mabati vili liachiga. Yeah, what goes around comes back around. Today it was that, Mfana. Yeah, it came back to us, but yeah, I think we handled it very quite well. Shout out, congrats to Nkazi, Mfana. Congrats for the release. Congrats, happy release day. And yeah, let's do it again next week, guys. Like how we always do it. Keep well, keep safe. Remember, whatever you're doing, it's a choice. Closing off with one of the songs still in the compilation Nkazi by Dove Mav. It's called Rondavelle. Enjoy. This one was requested by Utemelani. Enjoy.
And you're tuned in to the deep house space. My name is Bongani Mehlomakulu. The deep house space. Grace upon these platforms that expose the undiscovered. As we enter, breathe fire from the other side. Conquer and divide. By our rules they will abide. House music is in control. Now turns the tide. In our house, we are one. Connected with the rhythm. My name is Bongani Mehlomakulu. And you're tuned into the deep house space.
It's a wrap. Thank you, everyone. See you all next week. Maybe right, maybe safe. Vox, Valala.